Hello children. So welcome to AIMS India's online classes. Today from math subject, basic geometric ideas topic we are going to discuss. So here children, so the subject geometry has a long and rich history. The term geometry, it is an English equivalent of the Greek word geometron, where geo means earth, metron means measurement. So geometry is derived from a Greek word geometron, where geo means earth and metron means measurement. So according to historians, the geometrical ideas, actually the origination of this geometry or the idea of geometry, it is shaped up in ancient times, probably due to the need in art, architecture, measurement, or while cultivating lands for marking boundaries, so that there will be no complaints from one another. In that cases, the idea of this geometry is evolved. Or during the construction of magnificent places, palaces, temples, lakes, dams, and cities, these geometrical ideas came into existence. So actually, geometry means, what is geometry, children? Geo means earth, metron means measurement. So actually, in the olden days, how this idea of geometrical ideas came into existence means, while constructing like this palaces, or like this temples, or stupas, or while creating boundaries between the cultivated lands, so that this shape belongs to this farmer, the next shape belongs to next farmer, like that. To avoid complaints between the persons, this idea of geometry or the measurement, though this measurement of land belongs to this person, this measurement of land belongs to second person, like that. Measurement of land, that it has began during the cultivation of lands, or while constructing palace, temple, or stupas. So how much big we have to construct, So regarding that, while doing that, this measurement came into existence. Not only that, while constructing lakes, dams, cities, during that time, they identified there is need of measurement. There is need of measurement. There is need of measurement. Okay, sir. So next, like that, the idea of geometry came into existence in the olden days. So even today, these geometrical ideas are reflected in all forms of art, measurements, architecture, means while constructing a kind of building, or engineering, while designing a building plan, or cloth designing. During all these while doing all these activities, we make use of geometry, or we make use of measurement. So we will be using different kinds of boxes, tables, books, tiffin box, which you carry for lunch, or the ball which you play, all these objects will be having different shapes. So in all these objects also, we will use geometrical ideas. So the ruler with which you do measurement, or with which you draw lines in the book, the ruler with which you draw lines in the book, the ruler, or the pencil, with which you write, or the bangle, 1 rupee coin, or a ball. In all these objects, we make use of geometrical ideas or geometrical shapes. Okay. So let's start studying about them one by one. So the first geometrical shape is points. The first geometrical shape is regarding points. So what is point, children? The sharp tip of a pencil. So by a sharp tip of a pencil, mark a dot on the paper. Mark a dot on a paper. So like this, needle or pencil, a compass, with all these objects, try to make a dot. Try to make a dot on the paper. So what we'll observe? The sharper the tip. If the tip is, this is the part touching the paper, it's considered as tip. It is considered as tip. So the sharper the tip, the thinner will be the dot. So whatever dot they are making on the paper, it will be thin. In what case? If the tip is sharp. If the tip is very sharp, the dot will be very thin. So this almost invisible tiny dot will give you an idea of a point. So like this, if the tip is very sharp, we will get a tiny dot, very small dot, which is called as a point. So here point means, children, point determines a location. Point, it will tell us about the location. Suppose if you want to mark 3 points, if you want to mark 3 different points on a paper, so you have to distinguish them. You have to name them with 3 different capital letters, like ABC. So here, children, with the needle, we can make a point. With the tip of needle, we can make a point on paper. With tip of sharpened pencil, we can make a point. With compass, with tip of compass, we can make a point. Suppose if you want to distinguish 3 points on a paper, we can make use of English capital letters ABC. So 3 different points are named with 3 different English capital letters. So but here we have drawn them somewhat big, but actually the point means it should be invisibly thin. Means it should be very small, almost invisible. Of that size, it is called, the dot will be considered as a point. Next, children, one activity is there. With the sharp tip of a pencil, mark 4 points on a paper and name them by the letters A, C, P, H. try to name these points in different ways. So like here we have located 4 points ACPH and we name them as ACPH. In that way, you have to locate different points with different names on a paper. So next, a star in the sky also gives an idea of a point, because if from the earth, if you look, it will be very, 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 very small. So a star is also like a point. In the same way, so try to identify 5 such situations where objects looks like a point in your daily life. Okay, children. So next, after point, so point is the first geometrical object. After point, we have line segment. We have line segment. One minute, children. One minute, children. So, take a paper, fold a piece of paper and unfold it. If you fold a paper and unfold, so what do you observe? You can see a fold in the middle of the paper, or where you have done the folding, there you can see a fold. So this fold gives the idea of a line segment. This fold gives the idea of a line segment. So it has 2 points, 2 end points. At one end it will be having point A, at other end it will be having point B. So take a thin thread like this, hold its 2 ends and stretch it without a slack. Stretch it without a slack means without a curve. If you stretch it straight, if you stretch a thread straight without any curve, it represents a line segment. This thread also represents a line segment, and these 2 hands are 2 end points of the line segment. 2 end points of the line segment. So here, children, this here we have a box here. Box will be having edges. 1, 2 means this surface meet at this edge, this line separating this upper surface and side surface. This line is called edge, like this: second edge, third edge, fourth edge, fifth edge, sixth edge, seventh edge, like that. We have so many edges for a box. A tube light also will have edges. This is one edge, 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 like that. These are all edges are considered as line segments. Or postcard, if you take a postcard, one edge, second edge, third edge, fourth edge, folding in between, fifth edge. All these edges are considered as line segments. Means in our daily life, we come across so many objects which contains edges which acts like line segments. So in the same way, so try to identify some more examples of line segments from your surroundings, children. So next, children. So mark any 2 points A and B on a sheet of paper. Try to connect A to B by all possible routes. Means we have to mark point A and point B on a paper, and we have to connect them in all possible ways. First way, second way, third way, fourth way, like that. Still some more, like that, infinite possibilities are possible. Okay. But out of all these, what is the shortest route from A to B? Means if you draw a straight line, it will be the shortest route from A to B. So the shortest join point of A to B, including A and B, will be shown by a line segment. Will be shown by a line segment, and it is denoted by AB bar or BA bar. So the points A and B are called end points of the line segment AB. End points of the line segments AB. Here children, try this one activity is given here. Name the line segments in the figure. Is A the end point of each line segment? What are the line segments here? AB. AB bar is one line segment and AC bar is another line segment. For this line segment, A is one end point. For this also, A is an end point. So A is the end point for each line segment. Yes, it is true. That is true, children. Next, children. Next we have line. Next we have line. Here, children. So imagine the line segment from A to B, that is AB bar, is extended beyond A in one direction, beyond B in another direction, without any end. Then you will get a model of line. So segment means, so AB line segment means at left side the end point is A, right side the end point is B. It cannot be extended further because it is having an end. The line segment has stopped on both sides. We cannot extend it on both sides. So that is called as a line segment. So line segment means it will have some definite length and definite end points. Whereas if towards left side without end, if we extend, towards right side without end, if we extend, then that is called a line. That is called a line. Means line will not have any end points because this arrow mark represents it can be extended further without any end point. Okay, children. Next. So here, children, can you draw a complete picture of line, children? Can you, line segment means like this we are able to draw A, B, AB. So this is line segment. But this line or this line, is it complete line, children? It is not complete line because it can be extended further towards right side or towards left side or down side. So we cannot draw the complete picture of a line because it is not having end points. If we know end point, we can stop there at that point, but it is not having end point, so we cannot draw the complete picture of a line. But a line can be drawn through 2 points, through any 2 points. Suppose if AB is there, through AB we can draw a line and we can name it as AB. We can name it as AB, but so it indefinitely extends in both directions, beyond A and beyond B. So not only AB, like that it will contain countless number of points. Countless number of points. So 2 points are enough to draw a line, enough to fix a line. But on the line, it will be having so many, infinitely many points. But for drawing a line, 2 points are enough. So that's why we say 2 points determine a line. So in this diagram, whatever line you are seeing, it is depending on point P, point Q. So through passing through P and Q, we can draw a line. We can keep arrow mark upside. We can keep arrow mark downside, which means it can be extended both sides. And here we have kept small m. The line name is denoted by small letters. The points names are denoted by capital letters. We can call it as line PQ, or we can name it as line M. With small letter also we can name it. So that is about line, children. So line means without end point, which is extended, it is called as a line. It is called as a line. So here line means we can represent it as AB line plus arrow mark on both sides. It is a symbol for line. Next children, we have about intersecting lines. Intersecting lines. So here children, this is one line. How can we identify that it is a line? Because it is having arrow marks on both sides, so it is a line whose name is L2, and this is a line whose name is L1. Means in the diagram we have two lines, L1 and L2. Both the lines passing through the same point P. Passing through the same point P, or both the lines intersect at P. Intersect at P. So if two lines have one common point, because P point lying on L1 and lying on L2, means two lines having same common point, then they are called intersecting lines. Intersecting lines. So here L1 and L2 are intersecting lines. In the same way children, so two adjacent edges of your notebook. If this is your notebook, so this end you will be having one edge, which is L1. At this end you will be having another edge, which is L2. So this L1 and L2 meet at this point. So these two, L1 and L2, are intersecting lines. Or if this is L2, if this is L1, they are intersecting at common point, this point. So they are intersecting lines. Or if you observe any crossroads in a junction, this is one straight line, this is one straight line, both are intersecting at the crossroads. So these two lines are also considered as intersecting lines. Okay children, that's all for today children. So thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. So please visit our website www.aimstoday.in children for other information regarding online classes, quizzes, live worksheets, do-it-yourself activities, English classes, coding classes, reasoning and art and craft classes. Okay children, thank you. Have a good day.